Okay, I'm here with Matthias Alexander, a student, international student actually from the Commonwealth of Dominica. I caught up with Matthias on his way to school and I just wanted to ask you a few questions about media conversions. What is your understanding of media conversions?
Media convergence to me means the extent to which the different facets of media coverage come together to actually give one result, one outcome. Right? Where the media conversions can also be defined by the extent to which all the different aspects of media, like the internet, the cell phone use, actually lend themselves to being used, right, towards targeting a mass audience. Right? That's pretty much in summary what I understand by media conversions.
Of course, coming from a different culture, you're now in the United States, you have been following the political campaign throughout its entirety. Do you see any difference between the media here and that of your culture in Dominica?
Yes, actually, the difference here, I think, there is a difference for one, and I think the difference here from that of my country could be accounted for by the level of available technology that will actually feed into the ability for convergence, right? The media here actually sees it fit to adopt convergence so as to increase the level of efficiency, to increase the market reach. Okay? But back home, the audience, the media audience, or the mass audience, is not as great as here. And also the competition is not as great as here. So although there will be inevitably some influence, it is not as great as one might think. Pretty much. That's what I would think. But generally, this being a developed country and back home being a developing country, you would expect that we would try to adopt, what we would perceive as more advanced technology and more advanced methods from the US into our society.
It's interesting that you mentioned technology, and of course we have seen a rapid improvement in multimedia gadgets that can be used as sources for media conversions. How important do you think technology has maybe contributed to that convergence of media?
Technology, actually, I would say, is one of the driving forces, or one of the major factors that facilitates that convergence. Because without technology, you would not have the I would say the instrumentation, okay, that would actually lead towards or to actually to allow the different media forces to actually take advantage, okay, of the different ways that they could rope in their respective target audiences. Okay, so what they try to do is try to harness the latest technology, try to harness the latest methodologies, okay, that is available out there. So I think this technology has a great impact, and as a matter of fact, the extent to which conversion is successful is the extent to which the technology can be developed, and also the extent to which that technology which is developed is actually harnessed properly, right, towards any respective use.
Maybe we can say lastly, looking at the influence on our youth today as opposed to what was the norm before, how influential do you think the media was then, back in the day, as opposed to now that we see a more rapid use of these new technological gadgets, maybe through blogging, through the advent of email, and through texting? A lot of that is happening now. How do you think that this has influenced the younger persons getting involved in the media, and do you think that there has been negative or positive feedback from that?
Oh yeah, one thing I give kudos to the media companies for is that they actually recognize the responsiveness of the young people towards their marketing efforts, okay, and they spare no effort in taking advantage of that. Okay, maybe in my opinion they could apply a little bit more reservation, I would say, conscience, so to speak, towards that effort in targeting the youth, because inevitably And to a certain extent, especially in the US, invariably, there are consequences to to overemphasis on one particular type of influence, okay, on the young people. And also there's also the danger that the young people will become too much dependent on this new wave of information exchange that this media convergence actually facilitates or actually brings about, okay. And I think the media houses have a responsibility to control for society's sake, for the sake of the young people, and as a matter of stewardship, to control the amount or the volume of information that they give to the young people out there, and also the type of information that they give to the young people out there. Because the young people, they are impressionable, by and large, in most part. They have this tendency to be impressionable. And so, having said that, I would say the media houses have the responsibility to actually, and the opportunity also, to mold the young people into a better people, into a better future, right, into a better culture, into a better US, and consequently into a better world, pretty much. So the media does have a real pivotal role in playing, in driving the world into something that we here can be proud of, okay, in terms of influencing the young people into better things, right, into better societies, into better relationships, pretty much.